Keir Starmer's leadership is on the brink of collapse as his EU agreement triggers a furious political storm. Once praised as Labour's safe pair of hands, Starmer is now increasingly isolated, accused of delivering the biggest betrayals since the Brexit vote. What was meant to be a fresh start after Brexit has backfired, turning into a political disaster that threatens to end his career. The center of the outrage is Starmer's EU realignment deal, which allows European fishing vessels to operate in British waters until 2038. This has ignited fury in coastal communities. Fishermen have condemned it as a sellout, with protests planned from Cornwall to Grimsby. Industry figures warn of a national betrayal, with jobs at risk, and the promise of taking back control now ringing hollow for many who once supported Labour. Adding fuel to the fire is the youth mobility scheme. Critics say it effectively brings back free movement, allowing thousands of young EU nationals to live and work in the UK without the stricter controls that Leave voters expected. Labour MPs in red wall seats argue this strikes at the heart of sovereignty, leaving voters feeling deceived. Inside the Labour Party, tensions are at breaking point. MPs have branded the deal toxic. One described it as a gift to Reform UK. Nigel Farage has ridiculed Starmer, calling him Reform's best campaign asset, and Reform's poll numbers have surged. MPs fear for their seats, especially in Leave-supporting regions. Starmer, once viewed as careful and pragmatic, now faces accusations of misleading his supporters. Panic has gripped Labour HQ. Reports suggest Starmer lashed out in a private meeting, accusing critics of disloyalty, but divisions in the party are deepening. More than 30 MPs are said to back a leadership challenge. Several shadow ministers are weighing resignations that could bring down the front bench. The anger is especially fierce in Labour's heartlands. Longtime supporters feel abandoned. Councillors are quitting. Constituency offices are facing protests. Social media is ablaze with calls for Starmer to resign, with hashtags like Starmer out and no confidence now trending. One former Labour voter in Doncaster summed up the mood. "He's sold us out. This isn't just about Europe, it's about our identity." Leaks suggest the deal was negotiated behind closed doors, sidestepping Parliament. Critics argue the agreement quietly hands Brussels new regulatory sway. Farmers and small business owners are also raising the alarm. Many see it not as compromise, but capitulation. Sensing weakness, opposition parties are turning up the pressure. The Conservatives are demanding a parliamentary vote on the deal, hoping to deepen Labour's fractures. Some even whisper about the prospect of an early election. International media outlets describe Labour as tearing itself apart. Meanwhile, Brussels, caught off guard, fears the UK could slide back into instability. Within Labour's top team, cracks are widening. Figures like Angela Rayner, Wes Streeting, and Lisa Nandy are being discussed, not as rebels, but as possible emergency successors. As one insider put it, "We've lost the base. We need someone who can rebuild trust." The sense of betrayal is strongest among Leave voters who returned to Labour at the last election. They see this deal as wiping away the meaning of their vote. Leaked documents show party strategists expected a backlash, but pressed on regardless. Critics have branded the deal Brexit in name only with none of the benefits. Fishing crews are planning rolling protests. Industry leaders warn of job cuts. One Grimsby skipper put it bluntly, "We voted for sovereignty, not to hand the fish back to Brussels." The betrayal narrative is spreading beyond fishing to steelworkers, farmers, and small manufacturers. Starmer's attempts to defend the deal as pragmatic, realistic, and growth-focused are falling flat. Many now see him as evasive. Morale inside Labour HQ has crumbled. One advisor described it as a burning building. MPs are dodging media appearances to avoid the fallout. A no-confidence vote looms. MPs are gathering signatures. If enough resignations come, Starmer could be forced out in a matter of weeks. The EU deal has set the party on a collision course with itself, from grassroots activists to senior MPs. The verdict is the same. He misjudged the nation and may have cost Labour the next election. This is no ordinary policy row, it's an existential crisis. Labour promised change. Many now say Starmer delivered betrayal. Reform UK is gaining ground. The Tories are re-energized, and voters in the North and Midlands feel abandoned. Starmer gambled on closer ties with Europe without a clear mandate, and it may cost him his job. What was meant to be clever diplomacy is seen as an insult to the 17.4 million Leave voters. The backlash has turned a quiet policy shift into a fight for survival. Without a dramatic turnaround, these next few weeks could spell the end for Starmer's leadership and open a new chapter in Labour's internal war. This was today's major update from BNN. We are committed to delivering verified, accurate news free from misinformation. If you found this report valuable, please comment your thoughts and subscribe to the BNN channel for more updates.